Hey friends, I'm Katie with Katie on the Spot. I'm still in the foyer. We're going to talk about the rug now. We're in the foyer of 1893 here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're going to talk about rug maintenance. So the first thing we need to talk about is vacuuming. And this is just the vacuum attachment for my little vacuum cleaner. And my husband's favorite little joke here is, what's the best vacuum cleaner to use? And the answer is the one you're actually going to use. So even if it's a little bit cheaper, not as fancy, than like a $2,000 vacuum cleaner, if you're more likely to use a less expensive vacuum cleaner because it's easier and more convenient, then that's the one you should buy. Don't spend more money on one that's just going to sit in your closet because it's too bulky. So in a high traffic area like a foyer, some things we want to consider when we're vacuuming, especially on a hand knotted rug, is first of all, the fringes. The very first area that I like to vacuum on a rug is parallel to the fringes. I'll do this whole strip down the rug parallel to the fringes so that if my vacuum cleaner has a beater bar, this one does not, it's not going to accidentally eat the fringes when I'm going this way, right? So I'm going this way, parallel to the fringes on, you can do one side, do the middle, and then do the other side. And then when you go to vacuum the whole rug, you don't have to get, you can stay 12 inches away from the fringes and not worry about fringe damage. On a high traffic area like this, we're going to vacuum north to south and then east to west. And it's particularly important on rugs with a longer pile, but because it's going to be you're going to have access to all sides of the fibers. On a short pile, it's not that big of a deal, but when it is your primary entrance, it's still helpful to remove a lot more of the soiling when you are going both directions. And as a side note, if your vacuum cleaner has a beater bar, which is the little piece inside that rotates with the bristles on it, the primary, like the most vacuuming is happening on your pull stroke. So if you're pushing and pulling really fast, yes, you're still picking up stuff, but you want to do like a really slow pull stroke because of the way the beater bar is spinning. That is actually going to produce the most effective vacuuming on your pull stroke. So after we vacuumed, that's going to prevent an accumulation of the dry soiling that's abrasive and causes wear to the fibers, causes soiling to show up. Let's say we notice there's a little spill, or maybe someone stepped in a little tiny piece of mud or dirt, or a little clump of something came in. Vacuum to remove any of the dry soiling in that one spot you need to work on. And then this is a wool rug, so I'm comfortable using a neutral water-based spot cleaner. Always test in an inconspicuous area. Spray a little bit of the spot cleaner on a white cotton towel, and I like white so that you can see color, either color transfer or soiling transfer when you're working on the spot. So spray it on your towel and then work it into the area just a little bit. If there's a very distinct pile in the rug, you want to be sure you're only working in the direction of the pile, not against the pile, because you can drive soiling further down into the foundation. This is a pretty low pile, although you can still feel it's coming towards me enough that I can feel it. So I'm going to be mindful when I'm blotting in that area that it's only going to be kind of working towards me and not pushing it further away. And you check your towel to see if you've got color transfer, or I keep saying that, soiling transfer. And then you can come to a new area, put some more spot cleaner on it. You could put the white towel down and do tamping, and that's also going to be very effective at pulling soiling up into your towel without excessive abrasion. When I'm blotting, I'm going up and down. There's no scrubbing action because I don't want to cause damage to the fibers. One thing that I would make note about a rug in a foyer that gets a decent amount of foot traffic is this idea of rotating your rugs. And the time frame on that is going to be kind of dependent on how much foot traffic it gets. You may notice in 3 months, you may notice in 6 months that you can kind of see people come in and go straight across this corner. So by rotating your rug a full 180, this corner now goes to that side of the room that doesn't get as much wear. And now that corner comes over here and it kind of resets. So then over time, your rug will wear evenly, right? So we're distributing the wear evenly so that it doesn't look totally unbalanced and one side can't be looked at anymore and the other side still looks brand new. So then when we wash it, you've only got half of the amount of soiling on each corner that you would normally have if you hadn't rotated your rug. So then your chances of the rug looking as close back to original condition as possible, right, is going to be far greater when there's only half of the amount of soiling over the last year or so on your rug. I think that's all I would really say about rug maintenance. Is the regular vacuuming and then rotating the rug regularly.